2:14 a.m. The phone vibrates against the wooden nightstand. You don't want to answer it, but the ringtone is the one you assign to your unit. You answer, you listen, you say, "Understood," you hang up. The room is quiet again, but everything has changed. Yesterday, your biggest problem was a knocking sound in the engine of your car. Today, your problem is the geopolitics of the Middle East. You have 48 hours to pack your life into a duffel bag, kiss your family goodbye, and board a military charter flight. You are not defending your hometown. You are not protecting your borders. You are flying 10,000 miles away to stand between two nations that have been fighting since before you were born. The president went on television and talked about strategic deterrence, ironclad alliances, and regional stability. But you are the one who has to go. You are the deterrent. You are the flesh and blood placed on the chessboard so that if someone strikes, they hit you first. That is, the contract you signed. Army Air Defense. You are standing in the middle of a desert in Jordan. It is 42 degrees Celsius, and the sand here isn't like beach sand. It's like talcum powder. It gets into your boots, your rifle action, your eyes, and your lungs. You are an operator for a Patriot missile battery. Your world is a cramped, air-conditioned metal box filled with the hum of servers and the glow of radar screens. You stare at a sweeping green line for 12 hours a day. The monotony is heavy enough to crush you. You drink lukewarm water from plastic bottles and try to stay awake. Then the screen flashes. A cluster of red icons appears on the edge of the radar. Ballistic missiles, launched from Iran. Trajectory, west, towards Israel, towards the base you are currently sitting on. The siren screams. It is a sound that bypasses your brain and injects pure adrenaline directly into your spine. You have seconds. You don't think about politics. You don't think about the news. You think about the launch sequence. You input the commands, your fingers move over the console through pure muscle memory. Outside, $1 million interceptor blasts out of its tube, riding a pillar of fire into the night sky. The ground shakes. You wait. The radar updates. A blip disappears. A hit. But there are more coming. Swarms of cheap drones, cruise missiles flying low to the deck. You are defending a country that isn't yours, from an enemy that doesn't care who you are, using equipment that must work perfectly every single time. If the enemy is lucky once, you die. If you are lucky every time, you get to wake up and do it again tomorrow. Navy. You haven't seen the sun in 3 days. You live in a steel tube floating in the Red Sea. The air smells like ozone, stale coffee, and jet fuel. The ship is constantly moving, pitching and rolling, a subtle vibration that never stops. You are a radar technician on a guided missile destroyer. 6 months ago, this was supposed to be a routine deployment. Show the flag, conduct some drills, hit a port in Italy, and go home. Now, you are in a free fire zone. The Houthis in Yemen, backed by Tehran, are launching anti-ship ballistic missiles and one-way attack drones at commercial shipping and your strike group. You are the shield. The horn sounds. General quarters. Again. It's the 4th time this week. You strap into your seat in the CIC. The screens show a contact moving at Mach 3, descending rapidly. It's a ballistic missile aimed right at your carrier group. "Vampire! Vampire! Vampire!" the voice calls out over the net. The ship shudders as the vertical launching system, sails open, and an SM-2 missile leaps into the sky. You watch the telemetry. The math has to be perfect. You are trying to hit a bullet with another bullet in the pitch black of night over the ocean. The intercept happens. The screen clears. But you know the reality. Your ship only has so many VLS cells. You are shooting down drones that cost $20,000 with interceptors that cost $2 million. It is a math problem you cannot win forever. The supply ships are struggling to get to you safely to reload. You are exhausted. Your crew is exhausted. You are sitting ducks in a narrow stretch of water, waiting for the next launch. fighting a proxy war for a nation thousands of miles away. Air Force. The G-forces hit you like a physical blow to the chest. Your G-suit inflates, crushing your legs and abdomen to keep the blood in your brain so you don't black out. You are pulling 7 Gs, turning hard over the Syrian border. You are an F-15E Strike Eagle pilot. You took off from an undisclosed base 2 hours ago. You are heavily loaded with air-to-air missiles. Your mission is combat air patrol. You are the top cover. Below you, the Middle East is a patchwork of brown and gray. It looks peaceful from 20,000 feet. It isn't. Your radar warning receiver screams. You are being painted by a surface-to-air missile system. You dump flares, brake hard, and dive towards the deck to break the radar lock. Your heart hammers against your ribs. You are flying a $50 million machine right on the edge of its aerodynamic limits. The command comes through your headset. A wave of Iranian drones has crossed into Iraqi airspace heading for Israel. You push the throttle forward. The afterburners kick in, shoving you back into your seat. You intercept the drones. They are slow, stupid, flying lawnmowers packed with explosives. You lock on and fire. A flash of light in the distance. Target destroyed. But there is no satisfaction. You are burning thousands of pounds of jet fuel, putting your life on the line every time you strap into the cockpit to swat down cheap metal boxes. You refuel in midair, a highly dangerous ballet at 300 miles an hour, just so you can stay on station and shoot down more. You are holding the line, but you don't know where the line is anymore. Air Force drone operator. You are fighting the war, but you are not in the war. You are in a shipping container in the Nevada desert. The air conditioning is humming. You had eggs and toast for breakfast at your kitchen table. You are a sensor operator for an MQ-9 Reaper drone. The drone is currently circling silently 20,000 feet above a stretch of highway in Lebanon. You stare at the high-definition monitor. You see a truck pull up to a warehouse. You see figures moving. They are loading something long and cylindrical into the back of the truck. A rocket. Your pilot sitting right next to you gets clearance to engage. Clearly hot. You laser the target. You hold the crosshairs steady on the hood of the truck. The pilot pulls the trigger. A Hellfire missile leaves thousands of rails of the drone miles away. You watch the counter tick down. 3, 2, 1. The screen flashes white, then settles into a plume of black smoke. The truck is gone. The figures are gone. You killed them! You protected Allied forces. You did your job. 2 hours later, your shift ends. You walk out of the trailer into the blinding Nevada sun. You get into your car. You drive home. You stop at a red light next to a minivan. You listen to the radio. You go home and your kids ask you for help with their homework. The disconnect is terrifying. You have one foot in a bloody conflict in the Middle East and the other foot in suburban America. You carry the ghost of that explosion with you to the grocery store. Nobody around you knows. Nobody understands. Marine Corps. You are sitting in the dark. You are always sitting in the dark, waiting. You are packed into the belly of an amphibious assault ship floating somewhere in the eastern Mediterranean. There are 2,000 of you on board. The air is thick with the smell of sweat, gun oil, and diesel fuel. It's hot. You are wearing 80 pounds of gear. Your knees hurt. Your back hurts. You are a rifleman, the tip of the spear. The Navy controls the water. The Air Force controls the sky. The Army manages the long-range defense. But if things go completely wrong, if deterrence fails entirely, you are the ones who go into the dirt. You don't have a screen to look at. You don't have a radar console. You have an M4 rifle and the Marine sitting next to you. Rumors spread through the ship like wildfire. We are going into Lebanon to evacuate civilians. We are securing a port in Gaza. We are going to hit Iranian proxies in Syria. Nobody knows the truth. The officers tell you to stay ready, so you check your weapon for the 50th time. You tighten the straps on your helmet. You are the ultimate contingency plan. If the politicians fail, if the missiles get through, if the region erupts, they will send you. You will climb into a helicopter or a landing craft and you will hit the ground in a country you have zero connection to. You will fight block by block, room by room. You are not fighting for territory. You are fighting because a piece of paper signed by people in suits thousands of miles away says you have to. You look at the Marine across from you. He looks just as tired as you do. You nod at each other. You wait. This is what it means to be in the military right now. It is not a movie. There is no glorious soundtrack playing while you work. It is brutal, mechanical, and exhausting. It is staring at screens until your eyes bleed. It is standing watch on a steel ship in hostile waters, waiting for a drone to fall out of the sky. It is flying circles in the dark, hoping the enemy doesn't get a lucky lock on your jet. You are highly trained. You are heavily armed, but ultimately, you are just a lever being pulled by a machine much larger than yourself. You are holding the line in a conflict you didn't start for a country that isn't yours, hoping you make it to the end of your contract in one piece. Thanks, for see you in the next video with some peace in the world.